Hey fundraisers, welcome. Today, we're diving into two of the most powerful tools you've got, wealth screening and prospect research. So let's figure out how to use them to make your fundraising way smarter and a whole lot more effective.
All right, think about it. When you're on the hunt for that next major donor, what's the real goal? Are you just looking for someone with deep pockets, or are you trying to find someone with a truly big heart who has a deep personal connection to your cause? That question right there is at the center of everything we're talking about today. So, let's start with wealth screening. You can think of this as the numbers first, totally data-driven approach to finding your next big supporter. So, what is it exactly? Well, at its core, wealth screening is this systematic process. It scans all your supporters for key financial clues to figure out their capacity to give. And really, it's all about answering one simple question: who out there can actually give to your cause? It's all about that financial potential. So, what kind of data are we actually looking at here? Well, it's all that public hard data. Things like real estate holdings, who's on what board, their business affiliations, major stock transactions, even political contributions. It all comes together to create this financial snapshot. Now, on the other side of the coin, you've got prospect research. If wealth screening is all about the numbers, then prospect research, that's about the story. It's the much more, holistic approach. Prospect research goes so much deeper. This is where you're really trying to understand a donor's motivations, their past giving habits, and that all-important connection they have to your specific cause. So it's not just about who can give, it's about the why. Why will they give to you? And you can see how the focus totally shifts, right? We're looking at things like their philanthropic history. Where have they given money before? That's a huge clue. It helps put their financial capacity into real-world context. But most importantly, it uncovers their affinity, that personal, emotional connection to what you do. You're basically building a profile of a whole person, not just looking at a balance sheet. Okay, so we've got these two amazing tools, but what's the real difference here? And more importantly, why should you care? How does it affect your strategy? Let's just put it side by side. Wealth screening, that's quantitative. It's a financial snapshot. It answers, how much can they give? Prospect research, on the other hand, is qualitative. It's a full profile, and it answers the much more interesting question: why will they give? One is about potential, the other is about motivation. Honestly, the difference is so big. Our blog post put it this way, and I love this. We might as well be comparing robots to squishy puppies. And it's so true. One is all about data and logic, the robot. The other is about warmth, connection, the squishy puppy. You kind of need both, right? The brains and the heart. And that's the big aha moment here. The absolute best fundraisers know this isn't an either-or situation. The winning strategy is all about making these two work together. So what does that power couple workflow actually look like? It's pretty simple, actually. Step 1, you start broad with wealth screening. Cast a really wide net to see who has that financial potential. Then, once you have that list, you zero in. You use that deep prospect research on just the most promising folks. And that is what lets you craft an outreach that's super personal and way more effective. And this all circles back to a really key principle. Wes Moon, who's the co-founder of Wisely, said it perfectly. Past giving is the best predictor for future giving. Think about that. It's all about a person's history and behavior, not just the number in their bank account. And that's something wealth screening alone just can't tell you. This whole idea is exactly why we built the integration between Fundraise and Kinsight. Our goal was to seamlessly blend the power of screening with the depth of research and give you those insights right inside your CRM where you're already working. So no more toggling between a million tabs. It's just a smooth workflow from data all the way to donation. All right, as we start to wrap this up, if there's one thing you take away from all this, what should it be? What's your next smart move? It's this. The big takeaway is that a person's interest in your cause often matters way more than their income. Seriously, a donor who might have a more modest bank account but is absolutely on fire for your mission, they can easily outgive a super wealthy prospect who just doesn't feel that connection. Affinity, that connection, is your most valuable asset. So, are you ready to get this fundraising power couple working for you? If you want to go even deeper, you can get the full guide, a ton of best practices, and so much more over on our blog. We put the link for you right in the description below. Thanks so much for tuning in.